My name is June, and today I just want to make a really quick video about something that's recently come to my attention, and it was about the use of aluminum shavings in Orgonite. And there was actually a comment left on one of my previous videos, and someone had made the statement that using aluminum shavings is actually toxic and that we shouldn't be using aluminum when working with Orgonite. So I just wanted to take the time really quickly to address this, especially for the people out there that's just new on the journey, just in case you come across this misinformation sometime in the future. There is an awesome book written by the gentleman of the name James DeMeo, I believe, and Dr. Reich's daughter, Ava Reich. And the book is called The Orgone Accumulator Handbook, okay? So in this Orgone Accumulator Handbook, they basically just discuss the ins and outs of the Orgone Accumulator, how to build one, what works, what doesn't work, and everything. But one of the main things that they stress in the Accumulator Handbook is the use of aluminum being toxic. Now, they didn't just say that aluminum was toxic for the sake of saying, aluminum is toxic or whatever. No, there was actually a science and a reason behind this. So I want to start by explaining what an accumulator actually is, okay? So an Orgone accumulator is a box or a chamber covered in layers of organic and inorganic materials that creates a concentration of orgone energy or prana or chi inside of the chamber, okay? So what this would be is someone would actually sit inside of this chamber and they were able to receive healing from it by, clearing any blockages or distortions in their field or in their body. So now that you understand that an accumulator is created by layers of the organic and inorganic material, the reason why aluminum was deemed toxic is because for living systems, especially mammals, is because our human body and our blood is composed of mostly iron. So our blood, there's like a lot of iron. We're made out of iron in our blood. So with that being said, by being iron type of mammal beings sitting inside of a chamber surrounded by aluminum metals, they notice that they happen to create like a toxic effect on the person inside of the chamber, which makes a lot of sense. Therefore, they state that it's recommended to use iron-based metals because that is a resonance with the living being, with the living system. But they never once said that aluminum itself was just generally toxic, right? Like he never said that it was toxic for the environment. Only that it was toxic in the accumulator because of what our blood is composed of, okay? So with that being said, it's important to note that an accumulator and a transmuter are two completely different devices. So what we've done here is we've used Dr. Reich's work and research on orgone energy and created something new. So, he laid out the foundation for Orgonite, but he never made Orgonite. Like, he created an accumulator, right? Which is exactly what it does. It's to accumulate life force energy or prana or chi. And there's actually different factors involved in how the life force energy would be created or accumulated. And some of the things that took into play was like weather, like was it if it was rainy outside or sunny, the temperatures and the environment. So there was a whole bunch of things at play with how much charge the accumulator would actually create. But with that being said, the transmuter is a completely different device in the sense of the epoxy, the resin creates the matrix of the transmuter in which the aluminum shavings, and I do want to say that in Dr. Reich's research, he did state that aluminum shavings, he confirmed that it does indeed create a charge. So we know that it creates a charge. It's just not safe for the human in the accumulator, like sitting inside of the chamber. But he said it works. And the amazing thing about using aluminum, and not only is it able to hold and create a charge, but it also attracts lower vibrational frequencies, lower dimensional energies, and basically like deadly orgone energy. So it's able to bring it in and hold a charge while the quartz crystal is doing the transmutation or the transmuting effect. The transmuting and transmitting, actually, which I'll get into in later videos. But so again, so there are two. I mean, even the way that the transmuter, the blueprint of a transmuter is completely different than an accumulator. So it's easy to mix that up, but it's important to clarify that the transmuter and the accumulator are two different things, okay? So it's perfectly safe to use aluminum shavings. It's not a danger to the environment. And of course, I highly recommend that you do your own research. You know, you don't have to just take my word for it, but do your own research and see what you find. And I mean, yeah, and leave me a comment or send me a message if you see anything that is counteracts or whatever, or opposes what I'm sharing here. Okay, so I hope this video finds you well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Much love and blessings. Namaste.